And finally, I'm Dr. Jack Dyer, who at the last few years has been not only giving an overview of this marketing experience, but is the current University of South Pacific lecturer in the blue economy and integrated coastal zone management, marine resources, ocean policy and governance. As the globe, and I'd like to invite each and every one of you to take part in the University of South Pacific journey, to be graduates of the future. For we focus on everything from field trips to going out there and facing real experiences to internships and other events. As you can see, we are right at the heart of the Pacific. We are the ocean, and it is entirely up to you to join us on this journey to become employable citizens of the future, embrace the blue economy, respond to core critical threats. And for any questions, please feel free to reach out either to me at jadyer@gmail.com or at the University of the South Pacific website www.usb.ac.fj. For any questions, please feel free to be in touch at any time. Vanaka Vakalevu, thank you. And join us to become future-proof and resilient against tomorrow. For this is for the ocean. It's not only our past, it is our present and our future, as we could see.
My name is Brian Stockwell. I'm the discipline coordinator for the discipline of marine studies. I'm currently a senior lecturer. I've been at USP since June of 2018. I taught several courses here, anything from marine geology to coral, to fish biology to marine biology. I taught a bunch of courses here. Why do you want to take marine studies? Why this might be good for you? A lot of our graduates go on and to work at the Ministry of Fisheries in the various countries. Work for the Ministries of Fisheries. They work for different non-government organizations as their conservation officers. Also, they work for other resorts. Again, resorts also hire conservation officers. So we've had quite a few of our graduates do that. And also some of our graduates have gone on to an academic position in teaching either at high schools or at universities. So that's, yeah, and in order to do, I think some of the key classes to do well that you might need to do well in marine studies is background in biology, some chemistry. Chemistry is also important, and maths. Maths is also ignored, but I think especially if you want to go into research, a strong maths background would be very helpful. If you want to any other information on marine studies, you can contact me, brian.stockwell at usp.ac.fj. Give me a direct email or go to our webpage. And again, with marine studies, we have two streams. I should just talk about this earlier. We have two main streams. One is marine management, and this is a bachelor's of arts in marine management. And then we also have the other degree we also offer is a Bachelor's of Science in Marine Science. So those are the two streams. If you want to go into more management or if you want to go into more science-related field. And then if you want to go on to do your master's and PhD. Thank you.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Ford. I'm a senior lecturer here in Marine Studies. My focus is on marine science, so I coordinate courses in coral reef ecology and management, marine pollution, also a postgrad unit that's research intensive. I supervise a lot of the master's students here, and I've got a couple of research projects as well ongoing. One looking at plastics in fish, and also documenting fisher perceptions to plastic pollution, and another one looking at impacts on coral reefs and how we can better manage them in Fiji to sustain them into the future. Why study marine studies here, or marine science, or marine management? They're both really interesting degrees that give you a really important understanding of the oceans that surround us and how to best sustain and protect them for future generations. We have a lot of opportunities for lab work and for field work. We have great sites nearby for going out to understand how to monitor coral reefs or how to measure aspects of water pollution. We have some great communities nearby that people can go to learn more about how people manage resources, importance of fisheries to communities. So there's a lot of different aspects and ways that we approach the learning that can suit and cater to all kinds of different learning styles. There's great job opportunities after studying either marine science or marine management, whether you go to work in a beautiful, pristine location, a beautiful hotel as a marine biologist there, or whether you go to work in fisheries or for one of the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations around. And so we've got many of our graduates have gone into really interesting career paths, or indeed they've stayed with us. They don't want to leave, they're staying on to do their postgraduate studies, masters, PhDs. So if you'd like to learn more about the programs, please come and talk to us, send us an email, we're happy to answer anything.
Bula, my name is Sarah, and this year I've coordinated 3 courses under the Marine Management Program. Our Marine Management Program empowers Pacific Islanders to understand, conserve, and sustainably develop their invaluable marine resources in a rapidly changing world. With a focus on sustainable fisheries and ocean governance, our courses prepare you to tackle the pressing challenges of climate change and resource management. Collaborate with regional and international bodies to ensure the sustainable development of marine resources while enhancing your research and employment opportunities. Gain the knowledge and skills needed to make informed decisions that benefit both people and nature in the Pacific Islands. From marine affairs to sustainable transport, our program covers all aspects of marine resource management, helping you become a leader in the field. So join us at the University of the South Pacific and make a difference in the marine sectors of your community. Enroll today to become a champion for sustainable marine practices and contribute to the prosperity of Pacific Island nations. Vinaka.
Everyone, my name is Dr. Rajesh Prasad. I look after the aquaculture section in the discipline of marine studies at USP. Aquaculture is a very important area of study considering the depletion of our existing resources from the sea. Aquaculture is an area where we're trying to develop farming of fishes and other seafood resources to reduce the pressure on the stocks and also to make our fisheries sustainable. We have many programs apart from aquaculture in the marine studies, which makes people well qualified to work in this field. Once you complete your degree at the University of the South Pacific, you are very highly employable. So please do consider coming to the University of the South Pacific for your future studies.
Bula. My name is Kelly and I am the curator of the USB Marine Collections. It's a natural history collection made up of plants and animals from Fiji and the Pacific Islands. And my job is to maintain the specimens which I use for teaching and research. This is my favorite marine animal, the scalloped hammerhead shark. And at USP, I got to study juvenile hammerhead sharks for my master's. So if you're interested in finding more about our marine life and their functions in the sea, come and join us at Marine Studies.
Hello everyone, good morning and Mbula. My name is Aaron Menani and I am from the Solomon Islands. I did marine studies here at USP Lower Campus, and for this year I'm studying corals, and it's part of my course MS06. I study corals, and why I study corals, why I do marine studies is because I'm from the islands, and the ocean plays a very big role in our lives. From the ocean and its resources, we get our food and we get our money. And economically, today, our economies as island nations depend very much on the ocean and its resources too. I challenge you all to do marine studies or to have interest in studying marine studies, because in marine studies, we have plenty of work out there, plenty of work offered for all of us. And by doing marine studies, we can help ourselves. We can, after finishing studies, we're going to return to our village and communities, and we can educate our people to learn about the significance of marine resources and its impact and its huge role, the huge role that marine economics can play to our economy and play in our society today. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Kareen Manu, and I'm currently a second year marine science student. And I picked marine science because I love the ocean and I think we should all protect it for future generations. And I think you should study at USP because you can make a lot of friends. The lectures are really nice and there's just so much that you can learn from everyone that's around you.
Hola, my name is Jack Dyer and I'm from Solomon Islands. I am currently a final year student doing Bachelor of Marine Management. I choose to attend the University of the South Pacific because growing up in the coastal communities, I have seen the importance of marine resources in my community. For instance, my community depends on marine resources for food, income, and also it is part of our cultural identity. Therefore, attending University of South Pacific, I believe that I can gain more knowledge, skills, not only to protect the marine resources, but also to support and promote sustainable development in my community. And why students should choose to study in the University of South Pacific is because University of South Pacific offers specific courses that deals with the issues that affecting most of the Pacific Island countries. For example, here in the University of South Pacific, especially in the marine studies, they offer courses like integrated coastal zone management. That it is a framework that deals with laws. It also involves stakeholder engagement, like communities, NGOs, and also these courses offer skills and knowledge, especially in managing coastal development that most of our Pacific Island countries experiences. So not only it deals with the marine resources, but also it deals with the issues that affecting coastal development. So I believe that attending the University of South Pacific, we Pacific Island countries can gain much knowledge, can gain skills to protect, to manage, and to conserve our marine resources, and also it helps us to integrate indigenous knowledges. Like coming here in the University of South Pacific, we have a diverse student bodies from Samoa, Tonga, and Fiji, and also from Kiribati. So learning those cultural knowledge from different Pacific Island countries and enhances to integrate traditional knowledge in managing our marine resources in the Pacific. In the Pacific. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Clifford Polani. I'm from Solomon Islands. I'm studying marine management here at the South Pacific. This is my third year here at the University of the South Pacific. The reason why I chose marine management is because where I came from, I live near the ocean, so we have logging practices in the inland that they contribute to pollution of the coastal seas. So that is why I encourage myself to come here and study marine management. Also, we have mangroves that is being polluted, and we have people that practice unsustainable fishing methods, just misusing fishing nets. So I have motivated myself to come here and study something about marine management and go back home and try to preserve our ocean, my ocean resources. For other students to come here, I encourage other students to come here and study marine management, so that you can go back home and help to manage marine resources back in the communities. Thank you.
Okay. So if you've got what it takes to join us on this journey to sail on the voyage of a lifetime and make the most of this opportunity and youth, join us at the University of South Pacific, whether in marine studies or anything else, and we'll show you what it means to be prepared and truly know what it's like to be in our ocean, our people, our future. For more information, again, please contact www.usb.ac.fj and Vinaka Vakalev. Finally, at the University of South Pacific, it's not just about becoming more employable, it's not just about solving major challenges and making a difference in the world, fixing causes and having a great impact on the world. There is also the component of, in marine studies, of other facilities at the University of South Pacific, which has a great active social life, including rugby, gymnasium sports, popular music, events, cultural activities, art, great student union, lots of active agitations, and is truly the heart home of it all. We are the ocean. Since time immemorial, Pacific Islanders have gazed outwards at the ocean, wondering what lies beyond the next horizon as the next catalyst of opportunity. Whether it's the coconut trees and the pandanus, to the sand that sustains us, to the water that nurtures us and restores us. Whether it's the fisheries that feed us and the tourists that increasingly revive our economy. Over 90% of ports and shipping and supply chains continue us through. The coral reefs that protect us from harm. The mangroves that nurture our cultural practices and traditions. Each and every one of us is bound by the ocean and the marine sector for all that it provides. Increasingly, this has become the focus of the blue economy, an emerging concept where each person is becoming invited to take part in developing a sustainable way forward for the future of their world, whether through to act or to resist is the challenge that you as youth face. For despite me never have unprecedented opportunities, whether in fisheries, tourism, aquaculture, marine ecosystem restoration, in education, in logistics, in marine biotechnology, in ocean energy, or even more controversially, seabed mining, through cultural and traditional knowledges, through blue carbon, through responding to risks and threats. This is the future of the Pacific, and yet this future is increasingly under threat, whether through global pollution, increased climate change, overfishing, population growth, coastal development, whether it's storms, sea level rise, cyclones, hurricanes, tsunamis, loss of traditional ways and practices, and other concerns. Yet, we at the Pacific have this chance to shape the future that we want, and we are not alone. Here at the University of the South Pacific, we, at the Lower Marine campus, right here in Fiji, we represent the chance for youth to empower themselves. We represent the heart of education. And here at the program of Marine Studies, whether you pursue marine management or marine science, this could be your chance to play a vital part in the one of two regional universities in the world, and one of the handful of options that you have to increasingly play a part in saving the coast, the environment in this world, in developing sustainable business and opportunities, and to continue on with the great way that's going on. Right. At the University of the South Pacific, we are standing here on Lower Marine campus, and we have immense loads of facilities in order to achieve our destiny and our vision. Over on this side, we have our own National Outrigger Sailing Canoe Centre, just neighbouring the university, where traditional canoes and practices are being practiced to this day and age. Over here we are never more than 100 meters from the seafront on Marine campus, with our own foreshore beach ahead, right ahead. Over there in the distance is the mighty Waka canoe, a traditional sailing vessel, where traditional practices in sustainable transport is becoming the way to a new future. These represent some of our incredible sport facilities that are not part of student life. We at the University of the South Pacific believe in a varied education, where we know much further from the sea that can be possible. I am standing on the wharf of our facilities, where the University of South Pacific has the capacity for diving, for boats, for artificial reefs out on the breakwater. And over there on the foreshore, and we have our boating facilities which the students rapidly take out on boat trips. Each of this bay consists of multiple experiments, such as the artificial reef and the oysters that are and shellfish clinging to those rocks. From the traditional Waka canoe that you saw, over there is our neighbouring Fiji Maritime Academy, where they look at doing seafaring and to be on board the vessels of crew in the Pacific. Students enjoy a range of practical activities, whether it's boat trips and going out for marine science, where they do actual boat trips and going out and experimentation, or field trips in which students get the chance to find out more about practical side of things, whether it's restoring coral, evaluating, taking part in fish and marine species stocks and surveys, whether it's touring wastewater facilities, tourism resorts, rubbish dumps, and other major facilities. On this side, we have our main marine study. As we move into this, the university offers a range of courses for here on lower campus. For example, to my immediate coming up, we offer a range of facilities such as aquaculture experiment tanks, which are coming up. To do so, USB has an active seawater and freshwater laboratory full of experiments and works on the basis of supply chain. At the same time, we realize that learning is through experimentation, but it's also through fun. So we have our facilities over here. With our fish tanks, where the students get a chance to physically nurture their own fish and dissect and analyze them, both living and dead. At the university, we have the main campus, of course, but here in Marine Studies we have our own devoted campus with multiple facilities and options. Over here is the Japanese-funded JICA building, Marine Studies, which was opened in 1998 as a present from the Japanese, and is outside of Australia the only dedicated maritime school across the entire Pacific region. Its counterpart being at the University of Tasmania in Australia. Over here we have one of apart from the main campus facilities containing lectures, offices, the Institute of Applied Sciences, which focuses on the technical, scientific laboratory aspects of marine studies. We also have the main facilities for the discipline or department of marine studies. Over here we have one of our main lecture theatres. Moving into the podium. There is also even a separate canteen on campus. Over here, we have the traditional student bureaus, which are used for relaxation, for discussion, and for presumably some work. Over here is the PACE SD, the Pacific Center for Sustainable Development, increasingly focusing on postgraduate studies including climate change, food security, disaster risk management, community, and other coastal, marine, and environmental related fields, including geography, conservation, and so on, at a postgraduate level. This campus consists of This is a smaller campus, but it consists of many major aspects to it. For example, over here, apart from the main Marine Studies complex, it is home to the Institute of Applied Sciences, the Pacific Center for Sustainable Development, PACE-SD, for postgraduate studies. It has its own specialist library facility, canteen, and of course various laboratories, docks, workshops. And over there is the Institute of Marine Resources, which focuses on our business and consultancy wing for various projects such as the European EU PIOMP project. The university also has a dedicated PIMRIS library for marine research, devoted to collect for students to specialise in its largest collection of marine-related materials across the South Pacific. It also contains computer facilities and studying facilities, as through there.